Abasement factors. Abasement factors. What are your abasement factors as a performing artist? That's my question. Guys, if you want to produce very good art, my feelings are is you must be grounded. If you want to say, hey, I'm greater than this whole system, this whole world, I'm greater than all the art out there, you're probably going to make some pretty dry stuff, some stuff that's not very alive inside, because the heart that is alive inside operates to the tune of a different beat, a different song, which is the song of humility. How are you abased in your life and grounded in your life to a way that your art is going to be great, that your art is going to manifest a simple spirit that you're alive inside? That's my question to you. One way you can stay abased might be to just jump into a 40-degree river and then get back out quickly, realizing that if you stay in there too long, you're going to die. Humbling oneself by realizing how easy it is to slip from life to death by being foolish is one way you can abase yourself. Another way might be to play a musical instrument that you're not even good at. That's what I like to do, actually. I have a musical instrument, I never really got good at it, and so I just like to play that and get into the spirit of pretending like I'm really great at an instrument. That kind of helps a little bit. I got pretty good at the piano, though, so I won't say I'm bad at that instrument. But the other instrument that I play is a cornet, and I never really got very good at that instrument. But abasing oneself in order to produce great creativity, I think, is a requirement, should be a requirement for you as an artist, if you are one. So, anyways, guys, I wanted to make a little video with a little bit of a commentary about what things are in our future, what are forecasted for our future. This summer, I would like it to be an exciting summer with all the new movies that are coming out here. I'm really excited about the Captain America movie. There's another movie called X-Men Apocalypse coming out. I want to offer you guys a prediction. I only had one witness, because I do metaphysical studies, one witness that would say that the Rotten Tomatoes score for that movie would be around 80%. So it wouldn't be doing very well, or sorry, very badly, very poorly. 80% is a good score. Anything above about 60 or 70 is usually an acceptable movie. So, and also, I would say, because I only had one witness of this. This is while I was on the astral plane, which was I saw Bryan Singer, his spirit. In spirit, he was existing around a number that was around above 900 million at the box office. So in the spirit, he was surrounding that number, which is to say, does he die? Does he not die? I don't know. I don't know. I haven't even asked. I'm just saying that was how the witness came to me. So they're going to make $900 million if he dies, I would say. If he doesn't die, I think that's just simply his dream to make $900 million at the box office. With an 80% score and it being a summer movie, it might be hard not to break that number. Anyways, guys, that's a forecast. And to the people at X-Men, to Fox Studios, I'd like to know, what could I have done, is the question. What could I have done to get through to you guys? I shook you up very well. I thought I did a great job doing that. I needed you guys to condescend. I have claims that you guys might not want to hear. But if you have two witnesses that I'm Adam, because you had 2 times had the vibration of the spirit, the vibration of Adam, come from me, my spirit to yours, or from God's spirit to yours, then that you're not in the realm of being able to deny those witnesses, because in the realm, or the scriptures actually say, the Bible says, in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses shall every word be established. And when it comes down to divine witnesses, it's the exact same way. So if you have 2 or 3 divine witnesses, then you can count it as good as gold, because I don't think that it's possible, being that God owns the system of revelation, I don't think it's possible for you to receive more than one false witness, which is to say, someone believes they're Noah and transmits that they're Noah to you. Someone believes it. I don't think they can transmit it more than once and it be true and it stand the test of time. Of course, if you're skeptical about a revelation, then ask God. The whole point about me being Adam and me being close to mastery is to say that I have enough life experience etched on my soul to leverage for mastery. I still have to put up the proof, but all the formulas are there. If I execute on what I know, apply myself, I'm in the realm of mastery. That's all I'm saying. But if you guys want a movie, Fox Studios above 5 billion, you can't kill the apocalypse premise. The depth of each character, which I've already identified a few people, a few of the mutants on my website. The depth of those characters extend back to the past lives of the actors that those characters were inspired for. The cookie cutter actor that those characters were inspired for. And I'm a cookie cutter actor inspired for Apocalypse. As long as I show up, as long as I hit my full stride, there ain't no one that can play it better. I'm just saying that because I believe in inspired creativity. A lot of that characters designed for many people in this world were designed and inspired for them, like Indiana Jones. Who could play it better? Who really could play it better? I don't believe anyone could play it better than Harrison Ford. I just can't get my mind to believe it. How about Han Solo? Maybe no one can play it better. There's a lot of characters. Who's going to play Wolverine better than Hugh Jackman? Who's going to play it better than Hugh Jackman? I just don't believe. And my mind just won't let me believe it because no one has done it better. All the other actors, all that kind of stuff, I just don't believe anyone can, because those characters were inspired for those actors to showcase their talents, their unique talents, with a unique character, but really accentuates what they can do. Same with Apocalypse, same difference. The first man, first one, that's me. Inspired. The freak of intelligence, that's me. I mastermind all kinds of stuff, whether it be a religion, whether it be a divine performance, all that kind of stuff. I can do that. I've done it in my past lives. If you check my record, because my claims about my past life, are any of them false? Are any of them false? Are any of them false? Because you can know with certainty if any of them are by asking God if you will take the challenge, and a lot of people will not. But a master needs to know who is who, because what someone has proved in their past life is very important. Because everyone is scaling up the performances of what they could do in past lives. They're making them better in their current life. And they want to make them better until they're close to mastery, until they're very close to mastery. And then they could put it all together when they have all the intelligence from life to life. When God calls you forth and requires you to do things for Him, that's only one life to leverage yourself personally for mastery. So when He calls you forth, you put that life together with what you've done in the performing arts, or what you've done as a mathematician, or what you've done as just about anything, really, anything in life. It could be a therapist, it could be as a musician, it could be all kinds of stuff. Anything in life that you're performing. In each subsequent life, you should be able to improve your score, assuming you don't have all those kinds of handicaps and let's say weaknesses that prevent you from doing certain things. So anyways, guys, when I talk about bringing a production to more than $5 billion, I'm banking it not off of just some assumption or a guess or a hope. I'm banking it off of a witness from God, because I asked Him, I said, if people would let me do my job, let me inspire, let me mastermind, and of course I said it in simpler words, how much money could we make at the box office with the X-Men franchise? The number was above $5.6 billion at the box office. I have great faith in myself and in you, the resources that are needed to come together to prepare for the coming of the Son of Man, which is not through the movie. It's not through the movie. It's by invigorating the people with a best of all time production. And when people get talking about that, they're going to ask, well, how did these guys do that? The answer would be Jehovah. At least that would be from me. And it doesn't have to be from you if you don't feel comfortable in saying those words. But essentially, if God is inspiring it, God wants to own the production, well, He's ready to. This is the messenger. I've been hoping to get through to you guys. I do apologize for all the times I shook you up. I did so very well. You have to confess it. I got under most of your skin. If you're an X-Men actor or producer or director, did I not do it? That's what an antagonist does. So I'm just letting you know I can do it that way, or I can shape a character better than anyone else can. The depth of the character of the X-Men is in the actors, and how can anyone deny if Oscar Isaac has two lives where he was a prominent pharaoh, which were also mummified, how could anyone deny that the murmur, that mutant, would be for anyone other than him, who has more than 2 prominent incarnations as pharaohs in Egypt? Anyone other than Oscar Isaac on this earth? I don't believe anyone has. I highly doubt it, and I don't think anyone has the acting talent that Oscar Isaac has at the present. You guys, spirit evolution is such that the older spirits have improved their scores in creative arts well enough to own the market, whether it be as a top talent or as a superstar. That's the answer. They have stacked a lot of lives devoted to those things, and that's how they're able to compete where other people can't. There's only a handful of people in this world, about 10,000, that can really own a spot as a top talent. And most of them are out there. Most of them are already doing that because that's their spirit evolution. They come, they're born, and they realize, this is what I want to do with my life. For some reason, I feel drawn to do this with my life. It's because it's spirit evolution. Everyone evolving to become greater. And I know what I have accomplished in my life isn't that great because, well, everyone has a terrible upbringing, don't they? A lot of people do. My upbringing was no exception. And so it's kind of left me crippled up here to some degree. And my videos are simply me goofing off. They're simply me saying, what can I do with a video without any preparation? What can I come up with? Raw videos. And they're not really that good. If you don't specialize and you don't prepare, you're not going to be able to produce very good stuff. So you have to go to the drawing board, come up with something great, and then put it out there. Anyways, guys, with the X-Men actors, will you guys not see the depth? Because the test for you guys is actually to not see what's on the surface. That is the riddle. That is going to confuse you, because what I can do is a lot more than what you're seeing right now. All you have to do is ask, and I can do it at a high level. Ask, and I can do it at a high level. I might need 2 or 3 or 4 days to prepare, but I can do it at a high enough level to be competitive. Unfortunately, I only want to do a few roles, which would be Apocalypse and Savanur, because I know how to play that character better than anyone else. That is something that I can do very well. And another role would be something like He-Man, Prince Adam, He-Man. I can do that role very well. Those are the only roles I really would say I can do it better than anyone else if given the opportunity, which I have not been. But you guys can condescend, because if you can condescend, I can have confidence in you. I can have great faith and conviction in you. If you can't condescend, then you're not seeing the bigger picture, which is to say you have to hit the reset button of death. You will have to. And when you do, when you come back and you say, hey, I'd like to get back into business, when you go to some agent and say that, are they going to turn you away because they have no faith in you? You've tested and proven yourself. If you've tested and proven yourself able to do those things, how is it that they should not believe in you? Because it only will take about a year or 2 for you to reconstitute that talent if you approach the agent before reconstituting it. It's not very hard to reconstitute that kind of talent when you know where the pieces fit, because the experience you've had and what you know, your spirit knows, is all etched on your soul. So your mind has it. It knows what it needs to do. So you say, have faith in me, and let me have some auditions here. If you blow them up, that would be your fault. But of course, if you're wise, you will not blow up or screw up your revelation or your audition. Sorry. So anyways, guys, I'm just letting you know I can do what I say I can do. I'd like you guys to have faith first. If you don't have faith, how is it that I want to work with you? Do you like to work with people that don't believe in you? I believe in all of you. Tested and proven actors, tested and proven directors, and so forth. Brian, I'd like to apologize for troubling you as I have, because you've bought into what I've said. I didn't mean for you to buy into it that much. But there were some times I was pretty troubled because you wouldn't listen. And sometimes I kind of did punch you in the face a few times on video. How else was I supposed to do it? I can't do it in real life, obviously. But, you know, good way to get my frustrations vented. Anyways, the proof's in the pudding. I already have broken all the barriers I need to do all the things I say I can do. I want you guys to have faith as a tribute to your future and a tribute to my current life. That's what I'm asking for. If you can have faith in me, I will show you the proof. That's the way I'd like to do it, because I don't want the world to know it. Because the premise to say, hey, look at this guy. Who is this guy? We've never heard of this guy. It's a premise to promote mastery. If you guys have mastered something in the performing arts, what's wrong with being recognized for it? What's wrong with coming out in the future life without anyone knowing who you are and come up with a great performance? Breaking through the ceilings of shallowness that have imprisoned so many people in the industry and in the world. Because the long-term result is you taking all your intelligence and leveraging it for mastery, proving it, being able to do all things, even as God can. And at that point you'll be worthy to own planet and stars. Does it happen in any other way? Does what you do in your life not mean anything? It does mean something. And if you're a top talent, you never became that good in just one lifetime. It's impossible. Even if you lived 1,000 years and you devoted all that stuff, you're not even going to be smart enough in your first life to really make much progress, because you won't even necessarily see the need to prove yourself, see the need to make the progress. So anyways, guys, if you're an advanced soul, you're able to own the market of talent, the markets of talent here. And the reality is people spread out into other worlds, so you're not going to have the same people. You're not going to be with the same people necessarily in 5,000 years. You might have a whole new series of people that you know, but they're thinned out from planet to planet because the age spirits begin to diminish in numbers, because the age spirits are propping up the younger spirits on other planets. That's how it works. So let's collaborate, let's get together, let's do something. Let's shock the world with the best of all time production. I don't plan to market myself really much, except in ways that would help the team. I'd like to be part of your team. I'm waiting to be part of your team. You're the resources I'm calling. And if you hear that I said that I was Michael the Archangel, that's the name I was known in heaven as I was Adam, and you don't know it with a divine witness, that's my challenge for you to know that. Because once you know that, then you can have confidence in me being canon. Although I have many weaknesses and problems in my life, or have had them, they're mostly in the past. So you won't have to deal with those things. You have a promise from me that I will remain a base if I was to work with you. So these are my thoughts about the movie that's coming out. I'm not mad, but I need you guys to fix it. If you guys don't fix it, then you'll totally destroy the marketing plan that was meant to help me loosen up the people to be prepared for Jehovah. Because what else says it better than invigorating art, life art? Because movies, if you do them the right way, can invigorate the populace. The populace will be relaxed enough. If they want to research who I am, they'll come and they'll find my website. By then it'll be a great website, rather than just a kind of an experiment, what I call a Revelator's test and a rough draft. That's all it is right now. So I might need to remove it, or at least set it aside so that people don't see it until I actually doctor it up and make it look good and presentable. Anyways, guys, those are my thoughts. Please be responsive. Please condescend. You guys only have a few more, maybe up to May 10th you can get away with working on, up to that day somewhere in there. I don't know. Anyways, guys, please listen. Please be responsive. Don't screw this up. Don't screw your franchise up either. And we'll have a much better result. Again, my name is Bruce Nelson. Adam, Elijah, Abraham, John the Baptist, my past lives, were they? Yes or no? Get a revelation to know it. If they were, it's important that you know and have faith that I can do what I say I can do. And once we get there, then you will let me prove it. So, anyways, those are my thoughts. Please take them seriously.